while since I posted my last video, and I just wanted to follow up on the results of the CYSF competition. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about where I went wrong and what I did well, so that in the future you can improve your projects and make sure you have a great CYSF experience. When I first came to CYSF, I was really excited but also really nervous. When I saw some people's presentations, I thought that for sure they were more complicated than mine, and I got a little worried. But I was also really excited to show the judges my potential and just have fun. I came there with 5 other friends from the same school as me, and we were the top 5 qualifiers to go to the city-wide competition. All of our presentations were in a row, so it was a great way to communicate. I recommend if you're going, I recommend you take a friend, because that's always a positive influence, and it's fun to just relax after being judged. So let's talk about the main part of CYSF, the judging. The judges will come over and introduce themselves, and you'll usually get about 3 to 5, and they'll usually come in pairs. Once they introduce themselves, they'll tell you a little bit about you and tell you how long it'll be until they come. This way you get kind of feel for the timing of CYSF. When the first judge comes, I recommend shaking their hand. This gives a sense of professionalism between you and the judge. Introduce yourself with your name and they'll introduce themselves again. So once the judges come by and you get into your presentation, remember 2 things: eye contact and body language. Eye contact is an extremely important part of the presentation. You always want to make eye contact with the judge because you can tell if they understand something or not. This is where improvising comes into play. If they look like they don't understand something, you can stop and say, "Do you understand this?" Or define a little bit more on the point. If not, you can keep going. And number 2, body language. It's important to make sure you're not fidgeting, slouching, anything that shows that you're unprofessional. So you want to maintain a statute of unprofessionalism while still being casual and relaxed. Once we've covered the main points of judging, let's go into detail. There are 2 main parts of judging. There's the usual judging, which everyone gets, and then there's special award judging. The special award judging happens in the afternoon for about 3 hours. If you get a special award judge, you know you're going to be you're being considered for an award. That doesn't always mean you'll get it though. Special award judges, you don't know how many you'll get, and you don't know who they are as they won't come and introduce themselves. The special award judges are asking for a shorter presentation, and they want to see how well you'll deliver on the spot. I recommend that you give them the key points of information and cut out the rest of it, because if it's too long, I've heard them saying this to themselves, if it's too long, they think it's unprofessional, and I don't think they'll consider you as much. This is just my speculation. So try and keep it short, and I recommend using these 3 parts of your presentation: your scientific method, your hypothesis, and your conclusion and results. These 3 are the most important parts of your presentation. Remember, keep it short. After you've finished your judging on the second day, you'll be invited to an award ceremony on the 3rd day. On the 3rd day, there'll be 1, hand around awards, and 2, award ceremony. The hand around awards are less special, but still really special awards that are just given to you at your stations. So for the first 2.5 hours, you just stand by your presentation, watching judges bustle and hustle around with awards in hand. After that, you all gather at the award ceremony at the large stage, where more important awards are presented to people on stage. This is finally wrapped up by announcing Team Canada and the winner of the whole fair. I hope you learn more about the CYSF judging and award presenting process, but you may be curious how I did in this process. If you forgot from the last video, my project was testing for multi-drug resistant bacterial strains in the home environment, and I was in grade 6 at the time. So I was not actually presented any awards at the casual award giving at just the trifolds, and I was a bit disappointed because 2 of my other amazing friends got 2 awards each, which is incredible. So I tell you, don't get down if you don't get any awards then, because at the larger award ceremony, I won the President's Award, which is basically the top award for the elementary division of CYSF, which is defined as grades 4, 5, and 6. Here's a picture of me holding the trophy. I would also, before we wrap up, recognize my other 5 amazing friends who did just as well as I did in the CYSF. My friend won 2 awards each, which is incredible, and my other friends won gold medals. So congratulations to them. I hope you learned a little bit about CYSF and what you can do to improve your project. Stay tuned for more videos on other exciting topics. See you next time.